Hello guys, this is Roger69501 and welcome to my channel. Well, this is another video that I took a story art from my Superman collection, and I finally read it, so I decided to do this video part of my Superman 75 anniversary pet project. So before I start, the comic that I'm going to display, we all know, is from 1996. Maybe some of you have heard of this story. Yeah, I guess so. It's a 4-part miniseries, which I don't, to be honest with you, I don't remember what it's about. So, it's Magneto, or Magneto. Here's part 1. Check that out. Here's part 2. And this is done by who? By Peter Milligan is the plotter, and Jorge Gonzalez is the script, and Kelly Jones is the pencils. Nice page. Awesome page. Oops. It's windy today. Check that out. Nice page. Awesome. Check that out. Wait, let me get something here. Okay. Here's part 2. Here's part 3. Battle for the Throne. Nice, nice, nice. And the last part is A New Beginning. I haven't read this since 1996 or 97. I haven't read it. The last time I read this was back in the 90s. Oh, look, it even has a mini. It came with a mini poster? Oh yeah, about some radio control car back from the 90s. Check that out. Awesome. So that means I'm gonna choose the best cover. Okay, let's see, that's 4, 3, 2, 1. I guess I'm gonna choose The Master of Magnetism Reborn, or The Masquerade, Battle for the Throne of A New Beginning. All covers are awesome, but I would take The Masquerade. Awesome cover. Check that out. I really like this cover, so I'm gonna display it here. Okay. Maybe one day I will read it and make a video about it. Hey, who knows? Okay. Now, the story art that I read is from 1994, and it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 comic books. I mean, 11 comic books. I just said it. I just started thinking in Spanish. I mean, talking Spanish. Okay, come on, stay there. Come on. Stand still. There. 11 issue crossover, or 11 issue story arc. And the name of the story was Dead Again. So, okay, let's see now. Let me put this one here. Okay. So I start from Man of Steel, Superman Man of Steel, issue number 38, Dead Again. All these story arcs start just right after the death of Superman, the funeral for a friend, the reign of Superman, and then I believe that a couple issues later, this crossover starts. Well, the thing is that, the whole thing is that you're not going to believe this. The body of Superman that was buried under the statue that they put on Necropolis after Superman's death. Well, the thing is that the body in there is gone. And everybody thinks that this Superman movie here is the fake. And then he gets all pissed off. I mean, he starts to loosen it. Everybody starts to distrust Superman. Nobody believes him because everybody, I mean, he started like fighting or talking with somebody. In his mind, he's talking with some specific person. But everybody sees Superman talking to the thin air or punching on the thin air because everything's happening on his mind. So he goes and starts to search who's responsible for what's happening to him. And the DNA, everything says that the body that was on the tomb is the real one. And this one is a fake one. So he goes and chases Conduit. That he got it before, he finally put it back in jail. It was a big fight. Then after that, he keeps on fighting Conduit. Then after that, he goes to look for Eradicator. Thinking. Actually, he goes to the Outsiders. He goes to the Outsiders because the Outsiders shows up thinking that the Superman here is a fake. So he goes to find Eradicator, thinking that he's the one that is responsible for what's happening to him. But it's not. So he goes, then after that he goes to which one is this one? Oh yeah. And then here he decides to go to search for Lex Luthor. Thinking, well, if it's not Eradicator, then it has to be Lex Luthor. But Lex Luthor is on a coma. He's brain dead. So Lex Luthor is in a coma. So he keeps on searching. During the story, he almost punched Lois Lane. And then he starts seeing his parents. It just suddenly shows up on the mid-air. And then he goes searching for Eradicator. I mean, not Eradicator, Brainiac. But Brainiac also is in coma. He's also brain dead. Actually, on this story arc, everybody is in a coma. So then Superman, when he sees Lex Luthor, that is not the guy, and not even Brainiac, so he thinks, well, if it's not one of these guys, then it has to be someone else. And I think, who can that be? So he goes to Apocalypse to confront Darkseid. He goes to the planet and he starts talking to Darkseid. And Darkseid says to Superman, look, I am not the one that is doing what is happening to you. And the thing is, and Darkseid told Superman, look, I am not the one because you saved my life. On the confrontation, because on the storyline with the death of Superman, Superman saved Darkseid from the hands of Doomsday. Yeah, believe it or not, even Doomsday can kill Darkseid. That's how powerful Doomsday was back then. I don't know if they're gonna bring it back on the New 52. If they're gonna bring it back, so I don't know how they're gonna add to the New 52 universe because. So I don't know. I don't think that they will bring Doomsday to the New 52. It would be fun though, but I don't know. So after talking to Darkseid, Darkseid said, look, it's not me. Until that death is over, I will not harm you on any way. Now once that day is being paid off, then we'll go back to war. You know, the never-ending fight between Superman and Darkseid. So it's not Darkseid, so Superman, he left the planet. And then the body disappears. They have the body somewhere and it's gone. And then he starts fighting some demons. And then finally, on this issue, actually to make the long story short, The one that was behind all that was Brainiac. Even though that he was in a coma, it was Brainiac. He was manipulating everything on Superman's mind. So everything that he was seeing and listening and all that experience that he has, it was all a lie. Until that the Superman that escaped from the tomb finally reappears, because it was made by Brainiac. So they have a confrontation. They start to fight one another. Two identical Superman, they're fighting each other, which is an equal fight. I mean, that fight will last forever, because if you put two Superman with all the same level of powers and all the abilities, there will be no losers and no winners. So they start fighting till Lois Lane jumps in. I say, okay, stop the fighting. I'm gonna decide. I'm gonna check who's the real and who's the fake. So she asks a question to the two Supermen. She asked one first. The first one answered, the one that answered, and Lois Lane realized that who's the fake and who's the real one. And then there's where they apprehend the fake one, which actually is being destroyed, and Superman has a big fight with Brainiac to the death, until Superman actually destroyed Brainiac's brain. Just kind of like poof. And that's the end of the story. I mean, it was a long read. Basically, the whole story was the quest of Superman to find out who was responsible for what was happening to him. So they went through all those famous rogues, all the bad guys, the most powerful bad guys. They might have the ability or the power to do what was happening to Superman. My rate of that comic book, I mean the whole series, I would say was 4.5 out of 5. It was good. Not the greatest. I will find that it was a little bit long. I would say that story instead to be made out of 11 comic books, maybe by 8, maybe 9. 8 comic books or 9, they could make it a little bit shorter. There were some parts that they were slow, you know, kind of like you can see that they were fillers. Things about Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane and all those supporting cast that Superman Universe has. But overall, it was good. Not the greatest, but not the baddest either. It wasn't that bad either. So it's a excuse me. It's a 4.5 out of 5. So if you're not reading Superman, you wanna read some good old 90s Superman story, well, that's wonderful. But remember that storyline starts after the death, the funeral, and the resurrection of Superman. That's when the body just got stolen. Or actually, the body didn't get stolen. The body of Superman that was on the tomb came back to life. That was the whole thing. That was it. Well guys, this is it. I hope that you like this video. Till next time. Bye.